Hey guys, Dino here. Today we're going to be changing the AC compressor on the 2018 Subaru Forester. So I've already got the compressor here. First thing I always do is verify I have the right part, and in this case it looks good. First things we're going to be taking off is this cover right here, which is basically to keep you from touching the belt, and then we're going to be loosening the tensioner and pulling off the belt. So let's get right to it. Tensioner is actually pretty simple. It's just a 14. We're going to crank down on it like this, and while you hold this with one hand, you go ahead and just pop the belt off. All right, so first things, let's go ahead and we're going to pop off this connector right here, and we're going to go ahead and undo this bracket, which is what holds that plate. All right, so we took the plating off and undid the connectors, and this is basically ready to come off. The next step will be to remove the lines. Now, our system is completely empty, so we're just gonna go ahead and pop off these lines. But in your situation, so you don't vent into the atmosphere, you will have to have a recovery machine plugged into these two ports to pull everything out before you open this up, okay? Be careful if you open these up and it's pressurized. It could get into your eyes, it could get into everything, and it sucks. All right, so we got the two lines disconnected, and I'll show you in just a second, but we're gonna have one bolt here, one in the back, and then two right under the pulley, which I'll show you right there. All right, new compressor's in. We got the two bolts down here, and we got the two bolts up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten those down, and then we're gonna throw these lines on there, pull a vacuum, and do a refill. Last step, basically reverse as we did before. We just pull on this tensioner and get the belt right back on there. All right guys, don't be lazy. Your compressor is gonna come with a couple of O-rings, and they're gonna be for the end of the lines that go into the compressor. So go ahead and pull these out with a small screwdriver, or you can use a little needle nose tip. All right, so everything is bolted down, lines are bolted down. Don't forget your engine hook for when the engine blows. Now you can go ahead and rent you one of these tools, these sweet little tools right here. We're gonna go ahead and use it to monitor the Freon before and after the compressor. Okay, so we're about to crank the car. What I did is I went ahead and I cracked one can into it already before we got anything started so that the system doesn't start dry. So as you fill the can, you wanna hold it sideways because you're gonna get liquid if you go like this and gas if you go like that. And you'll be able to see it through this little port. Now what we have here is before the compressor, this is pretty much your Freon, and then after it runs through the system, here's the high side. So likewise, it's low side, high side. Now to combat about 100 degrees outside weather, you're gonna need about 50 and some change PSI on the low side. And here you can always verify that your compressor is compressing. This one's putting out about 250 PSI, which is really good. All right, so this concludes our video. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment or send me a message. And now we drop the belt cover. All right, guys, this has been the AC compressor video on the Subaru Forester. If you have any questions, shoot me a message or hit me in the comment section. Also, like and subscribe and let me know what do you want to see next.